If hard work made you rich, every nurse, every teacher, every construction worker on the planet would be a millionaire. They aren't. Most of them are exhausted, underpaid, and one bad month away from panic. Not because they don't work hard, but because we were all handed the same rulebook as kids. Go to school, get good grades, get a safe job, work hard, save money, and one day you'll be rich. You followed the rules. You stayed late. You did everything right. And your bank account looks stubbornly, painfully the same, while inflation quietly eats whatever you manage to save. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not behind because you're lazy or unlucky. You're behind because you're playing a rigged game with an outdated rulebook. And here's why you need to watch this whole thing. In about 4 minutes, I'm going to show you two people who started with the exact same job offer, the exact same salary range, the exact same year. And 8 years later, one of them was quietly rich, and the other, the one who earned almost double, had nothing. The gap between them came down to a single decision made in the first 30 seconds of getting paid. I'll show you exactly what that decision was, and near the end, the exact percentage and dollar amount to start with this week, even if it's just $20. So stay with me, because the version of you watching this a year from now depends on which side of that decision you land on. Right now, the way you make money runs on a simple equation. Time multiplied by skill equals money. Want to earn more? Work more hours, or get better at your job so each hour is worth more. That's it. That's the entire engine most of us run on for our whole working lives. The fatal flaw is that time doesn't scale. You get 24 hours today. You'll get 24 hours in 30 years. No raise, no promotion, no side hustle changes that number. So if every dollar you earn is chained to hours you personally show up and work, there's a hard ceiling on your life, even if you never see it coming. Think about a surgeon making $500 an hour. Incredible income. But the second they stop operating, vacation, illness, retirement, the money stops flowing. That's not wealth. That's a very well-paid leash. The market doesn't pay you for effort. It pays you for how hard you are to replace. A pro athlete makes $40 million a year, while an equally dedicated social worker makes $40,000. Not because one works harder or matters more, but because one is nearly irreplaceable, and the other operates in a system built for easy replacement. So, if hours for dollars has a hard ceiling, what actually breaks it? That's the part nobody explains. So here's the shift almost nobody explains to you. Every dollar that touches your hands can only do one of two things. It can convert into lifestyle, rent, food, gadgets, subscriptions, the stuff that disappears the moment you enjoy it. Or it can convert into ownership, an asset that keeps working whether you're at your job, asleep, or on vacation. Income is a flow. It comes in, and if you don't redirect it, it flows right back out. Wealth is a stock, what's left standing after the flow passes through. This is why a doctor earning $300,000 a year can be more financially fragile than a teacher earning $55,000. The doctor might be converting 100% of that flow into a bigger house, a nicer car, a lifestyle that expands to swallow every raise. The teacher might be quietly converting 15% of every paycheck into something that owns a piece of a business, a fund, a rental, something that earns without her. This is the actual definition of leverage: your money or your time multiplying itself without you physically showing up for every unit of output. Self-made billionaires don't outwork everyone else hour for hour. At some point, they build or buy things that keep producing value while they sleep. Businesses, code, real estate, capital invested in other people's businesses. That gap is leverage, and it's the real line between the middle class and the wealthy. Rich was never about what you earn. It's about what you own that earns without you. Let's make this real. Priya graduates and takes a marketing job at $58,000 a year. Nothing glamorous. Every payday, before she touches the money for anything else, $300 leaves her account automatically into a low-cost index fund. She barely notices it's gone. Daniel graduates the same year and lands the dream job, $95,000 straight out of school. New apartment downtown, new car because he can afford the payment, nice dinners most weekends because he earned it. He tells himself he'll start investing once he's more settled. 8 years later, Priya's salary has crept up modestly to $71,000. Unremarkable. But that $300 a month, compounding quietly on autopilot, has grown into something real. She now owns a stake in a rental property that pays part of her bills whether she works that month or not. Her money has leverage. It multiplies without her. Daniel is now earning $140,000, almost double Priya's income. Wait, before you close this tab thinking that's just a nice story, here's what makes it uncomfortable. Priya isn't some finance genius. She didn't pick a hot stock. She didn't get lucky. She automated one decision, one time, and then did nothing else for 8 years. Which means the only real question left is, what's stopping you from doing the exact same thing this week? Not next year, not when you earn more. This week. Stick around, because the next part is the actual system. The 3 moves in order that take you from Daniel's story to Priya's. So how do you actually build this, starting today, regardless of what you earn right now? 3 stages. Skip 1, and the whole system breaks. Stage 1, the redirect tier. This happens the moment before your paycheck becomes lifestyle. Set up an automatic transfer on payday, before rent, before groceries, before anything, moving a fixed percentage into an account your daily spending can't touch. Here's the number, 10%. If that feels impossible right now, start smaller. Even $20 a week is enough to build the habit before you scale it up. The same way Priya's $300 a month didn't start as $300. It started as a habit she built first and grew once it felt automatic. The exact number matters far less than the automation. If saving requires a decision every single month, lifestyle wins eventually. Remove the decision entirely. Okay, stage 2, the ownership tier. That redirected money now needs a job. Sitting in a savings account earning almost nothing is just slow-motion lifestyle spending. Inflation eats it either way. This is the stage where it becomes an actual asset. Index funds, a stake in a small business, dividend stocks, real estate. You're not trying to pick the perfect investment. You're converting money you'd otherwise spend into an employee that works for you. Stage 3, the compounding tier. This is the stage almost nobody has the patience for, because for years, it looks like nothing is happening. Your numbers are small. Growth is invisible. It's tempting to conclude the system doesn't work. But this is the exact boring grind phase every wealthy person quietly passed through before anyone was watching. Stay in it long enough, and you hit the point where the asset's own growth starts outpacing what you could add from your paycheck. That's the moment ownership stops depending on you at all. Leverage is fully running on its own. Redirect, own, compound. Skip stage 1, and there's no money to invest. Skip stage 2, and your savings quietly lose value to inflation. Skip stage 3, give up too early, and you never reach the point where the asset carries itself. So, why will most people never become rich? Not because they're lazy, not because they're unlucky, not even because they don't earn enough. It's because they never made the shift from renting out their hours to owning something that works without them, from spending before investing, from chasing a lifestyle instead of building leverage. If this changed how you think about your next paycheck, that's exactly what this channel is built for. The hidden mechanics of money nobody bothers explaining. If you want to stay ahead of these shifts and protect your future, smash that subscribe button right now. And comment below, what's one money habit you're going to change this year? I read every single one.